why if God did like actually send his so-called godson to the earth, why didn't he send him in a ball of light? Like, wouldn't it have been so much more epic if he sent him in a ball of light down to the earth, and then he just appeared like a bolt of, you know, a bolt of like a flash?
Oh, and everybody will go, whoa.
To them, they'll give you life. That's all he's saying.
You can't say you believe in Jesus and reject his word.
Just
right?
pray for him.
Yeah.
He's. I've spoken with him already.
Yeah. Yeah. He's already.
And I prayed for him. I prayed for him. Yeah. He believed in in things that are not true.
Yeah.
Uh,
I met him too at the art gallery one time recently. Yeah. So,
You remember me?
What's your name?
Michael.
I find you very disrespectful, Michael.
Okay, because I'm exposing Mohammed.
No, because you just attacked me.
How?
You just belittled me right in front of my face.
No, I just told him that. I mean, you still arguing with him just like you argued with me last time.
We're having a good conversation.
Meaning that you haven't changed. You haven't left Islam. You haven't changed. You haven't left Mohammed. You're still trying to defend Mohammed.
He was a wonderful man, a pious man.
Yeah, who raped a child at 9 years old? At 9 years old, that's the man. That's your role model.
We don't know about that.
There's
no evidence for that.
It's written in the Hadith.
There's Hadith are all
some of the Muslims
iffy.
even admit to that.
For one, it's not written in Hadith.
It is.
For two,
it is. If you want me to show it, you want me to show it to you. You want me to pull it up to you?
Yeah.
Every time I show you something, you say it's not hidden, and then I show it to you in the Hadith.
If it's Sahih.
Why she's still playing? Why she was still playing with her dolls?
Okay. I want to see the age of the woman.
It's written there. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. I'll show it to you.
I want to see.
I don't say things. I don't slander people. I don't say things that are not true that I haven't factually checked.
You just belittled me. You were just.
No, I just told him he's my brother. I told him that.
Belittling my
So show me the hadith about Muhammad sleeping with how old?
9 years old.
No, 9-year-old. Okay, show me.
I don't say. You see, I don't say things that I don't know. I haven't checked.
Even admit to this because they know it's true.
No, some Muslims do admit, but they don't really admit because they don't bother even.
No, some Muslims, many Muslims.
You know, like the King of England married a 7-year-old. You do realize that, right? And that was just a few hundred years ago.
My friend, we don't follow King of England.
No, I understand this, but I'm just saying.
He's not our role model.
No, but if you're trying to make this a political dilemma.
Yeah, but there is a vast difference that we
like Joseph was married to 12-year-old Mary.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't.
No,
the Bible.
Catholics know this.
The Bible didn't tell you how old she was.
Neither did the Bible tell you how old.
No, the Quran tells us. The Hadith tells us how.
Doesn't tell you anything even close to it. It barely even mentions the name of Muhammad.
You just admitted to me that Muslims are known to be sex slaves. Remember that?
They are, yes, and I don't agree with the Muslims who do that.
But the Muslims in Yemen, they marry 9-year-olds. And where did they get? And where did they get that?
Even in, I'm pretty sure even in like.
Well, where did they get that from? Where did they get that from?
What do you mean?
Where did they get that idea from? Where did they get that idea from?
Well, I would say their nature, to be honest with you.
Okay, here Aisha here. Narrated by Aisha. Okay, so before you say it's a Shahir. Okay, so it's Sahih Bukhari. Okay.
Oh, it's actually Sahih Bukhari.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I can.
Okay, read it.
I used to play with the doll. Yeah, I read this one. I used to play with the dolls in the presence of the Prophet, and my girlfriends also used to play with me. So where does it say her age? She could have been 11. She could have been 12.
Playing with a doll. Have you seen 11-year-old
playing with dolls? Yeah.
But then now I'm gonna show you her age.
Yeah. Okay. Go on. She could have been 11. She could have been 12. So
no.
I'm not worried about him and his life of that he that's not the point.
Please, you can't follow such a man if you're a decent man.
I am a decent man. What, you don't think I'm a decent man?
No, you don't. You're a decent. If you're a decent man, you won't follow a man who raped a young and also tells
she's happy.
And also a man
those are her testimonies.
Here. Okay, you want the year. You want the years. See the bit. Another Bukhari, Sahih Muslim.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Sahih Muslim.
Okay, can you read that?
Okay, yeah. Oh, this is actually really interesting. Oh, this is great.
Can you read it?
I'm reading it. I just saw the main part you're looking for. Okay, Aisha. Yeah.
Can you read
Okay.
it out? Read it out loud. We want to hear it.
Yeah.
We wanna
Okay,
hear
yeah.
it. We
Okay,
wanna
I'll
hear
read
it.
the whole thing out loud.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Aisha reported.
We want to hear it say the age.
Yeah. Aisha reported. Yeah, you win. Okay. You showed me a Sahih. Like I can't.
I told you that I don't.
But
I don't
again-
say things that I'm not. I haven't researched.
But brother, okay, can you give me a handshake just really quickly?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. No,
Okay,
no.
what-
I just
what
want to
is-
tell you. Okay.
okay.
No. Listen, bro.
So
brother,
can you?
listen? I just want to tell you. Okay.
Okay.
These hadith.
Yeah.
I don't believe in hadith. Now that's just me personally as a Muslim.
But you just told me it has to be Sahih Buhari. Are you taking your word back now?
No. I'm not.
It's telling me it has to be Sahih.
I'm not taking my word back.
And I gave you a Sahih hadith.
You did give me a Sahih.
Okay. Now you backpedaling.
This gives
But what
you.
you're doing is backpedaling now.
You now have a real case against the Orthodox Muslim who are devoted to these hadith.
Why aren't you Orthodox? You're not an Orthodox Muslim?
I believe, for example, though there will be more prophets. I don't believe.
But then you're not a Muslim then.
Yeah,
Because
you could
according
say
to
so.
your belief,
You could say so, yeah.
I now invite you to come to Jesus Christ.
No, but I believe that Jesus Christ was a prophet of God.
I don't care about that. I believe that too, but I believe
Okay.
there's more than that. But that's
I
a
don't
separate.
believe that he
that's
was
a
more than
separate
that.
But then you will die in your sin if you
Too
continue
bad for
to.
me, you know?
Well, I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to go where Mohammed. I
appreciate
don't want you to go where Mohammed went.
Muhammad, most certainly, if there is a heaven and a hell, which I believe
If
there
there
may
is,
be, then
So you don't even
Muhammad
believe that?
definitely. Went
which
to heaven.
which heaven would you go to?
He said there was like what?
Is there
seven.
is there a heaven or a heaven?
Yeah, I like these questions.
Which heaven did he go to?
Which heaven did he go to? Wow, that is such a hard question to
The
answer.
one where you get 72 virgins.
No, none. All of this. That's again.
That's also in the hadith,
Yeah.
Sahih hadith too.
Okay, is it a Sahih? Yeah, I believe you. You come with good knowledge.
The
So I'm
72
gonna
virgins.
I'm gonna believe you on
Okay,
this one.
and there's and also that then he doesn't even you're not even
Another
sure.
thing I don't like about the hadith is that they talk about beating slaves. Have you read those ones about the beating
I
of
know.
the slaves?
I know. Muhammad beat
didn't-
slaves. So.
I didn't. No, Muhammad never beat his slaves.
Okay,
Muhammad was a
but,
very
but
pious
Muhammad
man.
never owned slaves.
No, he owned slaves.
But he never beat them.
He never beat them.
But he tells his followers to beat them. That
He
doesn't
said no. He gives.
It doesn't make sense. I don't beat my slave, but I tell my followers
yeah,
to
'cause he
to
did
beat
Well,
their
tell
his
it.
slave.
but you
Apparently
got to
he doesn't
understand
make
his
his,
followers were like a lot. Again, this is a little bit on the
Among other things, he
on
told
the
his
rocky
followers
shaky
to do
side,
that.
but his followers were very vicious people. You have to understand that, right?
Oh, Muhammad wasn't vicious people. Vicious
Muhammad
person.
was a good man. No doubt about
Did
it.
Muhammad said I was?
Without a doubt,
Did
I will go to
Muhammad?
my
Did
grave
Muhammad say?
saying that Muhammad was a good man.
Did Muhammad put an 80-year-old woman and two camels
sure.
and rip her into two?
Did he? Is this a Sahih?
Who insulted him? So he's a decent man, right? You still think he's a decent man?
This is a Sahih hadith.
My friend, it's all written in your hadith. Rip
Yeah,
him
that's
into two.
unfortunate, you know. And that's
Oh,
why
it's unfortunate that, but he's a good guy though.
Moses did many things that weren't. Moses
Moses never did anything,
Moses
and
did a
also
lot of very-
and also the fact is that Moses was a true prophet.
Okay, but
Muhammad
Moses
is not a
did
true
many
prophet.
Okay, but hold on. Moses did many things
It
that
don't-
we wouldn't consider
No,
exactly
what-
moral.
tell me-
for
tell me what.
I'll tell you one that you might not like, right? Like for
I don't
example,
care. I it's all in my Bible. I'm fine with it.
Absolutely. So
Which one?
yeah, I'm about to tell you. So the rebellious son, right? So if you have a son who's rebellious, you take him to the priests, and then you stone him.
After you've told him
to
many
death.
times. After you told him many times.
Sure. But yeah, absolutely. After you've told him many times,
So that you can get rid of evil from among you.
from among you, right? So you kill him.
Yeah.
You kill that
Yeah.
person. So if you happen to be a rebellious son, if you're drinking and getting prostitutes and selling drugs,
Mm-hmm.
then I have the right to kill you.
No, you have the right to bring
take
you
him
to the
a
courts.
priest, to a priest.
And the court determines
the priest will
follow the law.
Yeah,
and
follow the law.
will stone
But it
you.
doesn't really say that. It just says the priest will then stone him.
What do you think that the priest is getting that law from?
Okay, no, but still, nevertheless, okay, a rebellious son is to be killed, okay, within Jewish.
But Muhammad,
Jewish,
but Muhammad
Jewish
said, but,
roots,
Muhammad,
right?
but the
so
Quran said.
a lot of kids today would be killed if you're
But,
selling
but a
drugs,
Quran,
you're going out,
but a
having
Quran,
prostitutes,
but in
and so
Quran,
on
one
and
of
so
your
forth,
prophets, but Quran, one of your prophet killed an
you would be
innocent
killed.
child.
Not in the Quran. So you
In
keep,
your
you-
Quran,
No, not in the Quran.
I don't say things that I don't know. In your Quran, one prophet killed an innocent child that hasn't done anything wrong. That hasn't done anything wrong.
No, but God gave him that command.
Okay, so God gave a command to stone a
like
reprobate
this.
child,
No, this is a
but
beautiful one.
it's not okay in the book, in the true book.
Yeah.
But in
No,
the
no, no,
Quran,
no,
it's okay to kill an innocent child, and it's okay.
And what does
No,
it
no,
say?
no,
Take
no,
not
no, no.
Jews and Christians
You
as
see,
your
you're
friends, but
misinterpreting
I know.
that.
Surah
No, but
551.
may I speak?
Surah
You're a man of
551.
knowledge.
Them at the neck.
You're truly a man of knowledge. So I want to talk to you for a second. So that's a good verse actually you brought up, and I actually like that you brought that up because I use that against the Muslims when they try and befoul the Bible's story of the Amalekites. Right, so Samuel gets a prophecy from God to go and kill all the Amalekites, man, woman, feeding
Yes.
feeding child,
Everybody.
and so on,
Everybody,
right?
yeah.
Which is rude. Like those are innocent children as well, right? But the reason why he did
But-
that, no, hold on. The reason why he did that was because those children were going to grow up to be bad people, right? And the same story.
No.
What do you think? Why do you think they told him to kill the Amalekite?
The one that
children?
Muhammad did was a Muslim.
It wasn't Muhammad. It was a random
Muslim.
prophet that Moses
Yes,
followed.
but it's written in your Quran.
Yeah.
But supposedly a fake story of the Jews written in his book
Right.
that Moses followed a man, prophet, to learn how to be a prophet.
Yeah, that's
I think it's more of a story.
And he has a,
No,
and
yeah.
he brought a fish
It's
with him in a desert,
hold on, it's a
and the
beautiful-
fish disappeared,
brother, brother.
and the fish found his
Brother.
way
Yeah,
to
'cause we know that's not
the
true.
river.
That's a
Right, we know
beautiful
that.
no, that's a beautiful story. It really is because it's showing that you have to have faith in God. Like the man said to Moses, "Listen, you're not going to be able to stand the things I'm going to do. So go, leave, right? You're not going to be able to follow me. You don't understand what I'm going to do. You're going to constantly be rebuking me." And Moses said, "No, I'm going to be able to. I'm going to be able to. I'm going to be able to." And then he went with him, and the man, poked a hole in a boat that they were riding on, and Moses was like, "Why are you doing this?" And the man said, "Leave, go. Like you're not able to."
The story-
deal
the
with
story
it."
In the
makes
Bible,
no sense.
Moses is a type of Christ in the Bible. He's a type of Christ, a
Yeah.
typology.
He was. I
type
believe
of
Moses
Christ.
to be the greatest
He's
of
a
the
type,
prophets.
a type of,
Abraham
right?
is
There's
also
Old
a great
Testament
prophet.
typologies, right? Okay, so Moses was a type of. He says,
Like I'm not gonna sit here like the other Muslims who like to get into their funny ways and say
Other Muslim, you see, keep saying other Muslims.
Yeah, 'cause
Which
I don't-
Muslim are you? You're not following the Muhammad. That means you're not a
Yeah.
prophet. You're not a Muslim.
Yeah, because you can't
No,
add.
okay.
You can't add these things.
You can't
Like,
you
Islam
can't
does that.
disagree with Muhammad and still be a Muslim.
Yeah.
No, I don't disagree with Muhammad.
So you believe that women? Do you believe that women are deficient in the brain?
Okay, is this another hadith though? Like where does it say this in the Quran? I need it to
I'm
be said
asking
in the Quran.
you. Do you believe that women are deficient in the brain?
Okay, so that's a really tricky question. So, see, so in what
No,
way?
I mean you said
in what
you said
sense?
Muhammad is a good man, so I'm just asking you
Yeah,
that.
in what sense? So do women incline to evil more than men? Yeah, I do believe that women incline to evil more
And do
than
you
men.
believe that in the hell that majority
There's more
of hell will
women
be
than
women?
men? See, that's funny you say that because this is one where I would say that this is it's a good one. It's a good one that I'm not going to either give a yes or no answer on, and I'll tell you why. Because women are the original victims of seduction.
Are women Satan?
Women are not Satan.
So if I show you from the hadith where Muhammad,
I would like to see that hadith.
where
Sure.
Muhammad said
No
that
problem.
women
Yeah, yeah.
appears
No,
and women
Oh,
appear
I
in
know
the
the
shape of a devil, in the shape of a devil,
I
in
know
shape
the
of
one.
Satan.
It's that's a metaphor.
Really?
Yeah. It's more of a metaphor.
Really?
Meaning you'll be seducted by them.
Really?
Right? And
Really?
I disagree. I actually.
And
I think it's more
can
for the
a
weak-
can a
for the
woman
weak people.
can women passing by cancel your prayer
Sorry, cancel your prayer if they walk in front of you. If they walk in front of you.
if they
right?
walk if you see them walk past you?
But if you see them, meaning they're them walking in
while
front of
you're
me.
praying.
Okay.
Can
So
that cancel your prayer?
so again, this is a hadith, of course, because you'd never see anything like this in the Quran because it's a little superstitious. But
Well, because
yeah, you
Quran.
see a lot of superstition.
But how
you see
can
a lot
you
of superstition?
You see a lot of superstition in the Quran.
Yeah.
In the
No,
hadith.
in the Quran.
No, not in the Quran.
And the Quran also.
I would like to see one superstitious
There's
verse
a lot
in
of
the Quran.
superstition in the Quran.
Not a lot. If you can show me one, I would be surprised. But a lot, no way.
There's superstitions in the Quran, my friend.
There is not superstition. Now, this is my critique of the Quran. All right, I'll give you my critique. It is a
He's
very.
left Islam already. He just
Yeah,
does. He just haven't. He's just haven't.
I just simply
He's just.
believe,
He's
listen,
just in
my
a
brothers,
denial.
No, my brothers. Okay, I simply believe in God. I believe Him to be one. I believe Him to be holy. I believe Him to be eternal.
I mean, we believe
Him to
that
be
God is
absolute.
one, too.
And I believe.
We believe that God is
okay,
one too, but you guys don't believe that God is one.
And then all the little dictates are to keep
my
societies
friend,
together.
my friend, is Allah one?
Is so you might say that such and such said so and so, but me personally, who I call Allah,
I'm not
is
talking
one.
about you, because you don't. You're not Islam. You're not Islam.
Okay, go on.
Muhammad is the standard of Islam.
Okay, go on.
So when Muhammad says something and you disagree with it, that means you're not a Muslim. Okay? Muhammad is the standard of Islam.
Go on.
So that's my question to you. Is Allah
okay.
one?
If that's what you say, right?
Is
like
Allah-
I do
is
my
Allah
5
one?
daily prayers.
Is 5?
Yeah, I do my 5 daily prayers, right?
See, but he doesn't. But he said he doesn't believe in the Hadith. The Hadith.
No.
No, the hadith, right? That because as far as I know, isn't that like
listen.
Muslims? They have to agree that's they have to that's
The Hadith.
that's not
That's
true. Quran.
authoritative.
Yes.
No, it's
To
not.
Islam.
No,
It's
hadith.
not.
No, hadith. Hadith
No,
is just.
it's not.
Hadith is the action.
no word
It's like
about the
acts of the
hadith.
apostle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the action of Muhammad.
Is
the things he said and did.
Exactly.
The
you're
Quran
absolutely
supposedly is the word
The
of
revelation.
the revelation of Allah. But they both the
Of
same.
Allah,
They
you're
both
right.
they both the word of they both the word of Muhammad.
So they consider the other one authoritative too, then the hadith, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So because
it was
they
the
believe
revelation of
because
Muhammad
they believe that
through the will of Allah.
that the Quran is the word of
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Which is not it's the word of Muhammad also.
Wow, that
They're
would
both
be
the
an
word of
amazing
Muhammad.
book for Muhammad to write.
Yeah,
But okay.
the word of Muhammad. They're both word of
Wow,
Muhammad.
Good job, Muhammad.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
Yeah, it is.
What a man.
Because
Really?
it's all
If that was the case,
it's all compiled together.
because it's 1,400 years. It's got 1.5 billion
No, but
followers.
even in light of what he
Muhammad
just
did
told
that.
you,
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness. Buddha had how many
God.
people?
You don't even know.
Buddha have a lot
That
of
is
people.
amazing.
Buddha have a lot of people
Truly.
following him
You don't
too.
even know what's all
Yeah.
in there.
How many people?
Satan have many.
Satan.
Satan even have more numbers following him.
Okay, and
So that means
where's your proof for
Satanism
that?
is true.
Where's your proof for that? What? Like, that is such a major claim.
Satan owns everyone who doesn't believe in God. That's more
I
people
believe
than
in God fully.
that's more people than anyone. Satan owned Muhammad.
I don't wake up one day where I don't read the Bible.
So this man,
and read the
you
Quran.
told me you don't believe in the Hadith. You don't trust the Hadith.
I don't trust Hadith.
And you trust
But there are some
Quran.
Hadith but I would,
and you
I would
trust the
make a blanket.
Quran more.
I trust
But
the
here
Quran.
you are praying 5 times a day.
No, the Quran tells you to pray 5 times
No,
a day.
Quran didn't
And
tell
you-
you to
and you
pray
do.
5
What if you
times.
don't-
Show
Yeah,
me
it
the.
does.
What if you don't?
Show me.
What happens?
Let him show me.
Okay,
Show me
alright.
the surah that.
No, the ayah. Yeah.
Show me the ayah that's the ayah that said that you pray 5 times
no
a day.
problem. Yeah.
I'll
If it
give
didn't-
I'll give you two days to
No,
find it.
I'll find it right now.
I'll give you 2 days.
I'll
You
find
have a
it
lot
right
of
now.
Does it
time.
actually have it in there?
Yes,
Pray
it
5
does.
times a day. Where did they get that from? I heard that too.
From
They
the
pray
Hadith.
5 times a day. From the Hadith. Okay.
Yeah.
No. It's no how to pray the 5 times a day is from the Hadith.
No.
but
To pray 5 times a day
times a day
is in the
isn't from
Hadith.
Hadith.
Show me.
I will.
Show me. But the Quran tells them to pray 3 times a day.
No.
And the
it doesn't.
Hadith tells them to pray 5 times a day.
So that's a contradiction.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
So
I'm telling
every
you,
Muslim today are following the Hadith more when it comes to prayer. They jump buses. They could just.
Yeah.
But for me, I believe it's all the same thing. It's all coming from the mind of Muhammad, and many of them are stolen stories.
Yeah.
Like the story of Solomon and the ant.
Yeah, they're stolen from the Bible. And then they
No, it wasn't.
converted.
No, it wasn't.
The names.
The story of
names, and
the
then they
story,
built all
the
some
names,
false
yeah,
doctrines
the
on
names, but the story of
doctrines,
of the
satanic doctrines.
Solomon and the flying carpet and all of that. where you get the Disney World Aladdin came from. That similar, weave of that story.
That's where the isn't that?
So Solomon, the story of Solomon and the ant was it was a Jewish fable, written long before the Quran. So the Muhammad took the story and put it in the Quran.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we can go to that same surah and go to the story that came before it, and we find the same story there.
Okay.
He stole a lot of things. Many of the things in the Quran is not his.
So what do you think they got from this? From Jewish fables too, maybe, eh?
They stole a lot from the Jews, and they stole some from the Christians.
I know they did from some of the because his wife Khadijah, she was a Roman Catholic apparently, and
I see where you're getting at.
He was a
yeah.
It was
like some Bible historians. Some historians
was a Nasara.
say this.
It wasn't a Roman Catholic, but he's a Nasara.
No, I'm going to be honest with you. The Quran I have actually
Can
tells.
you show me?
No, I see what you mean. At the two ends of the day, and then one in the middle of the day or whatever, which would be three. You're absolutely right.
Yes.
But
can you show me the 5 then?
No, because the one I read actually says
show me the 5.
Prayers.
Don't say the one you read. Just show me the one.
Yeah.
Hey, why did
it might be?
You notice in Islam
that they just added that.
Mary too. Mary, they call Mary.
Yeah.
You notice that, right?
Yeah.
And the prayer beads. You know where they got that from? They got that
from the
Roman
Catholics.
Catholic Church.
Yeah.
How old are you again? I'm just curious.
Khadijah was a Nasara. Was a
No, but some
Nasara.
Bible scholars, some historians, like
That he could be, that she could be, that she could be a Catholic.
And her cousin Wawakwa was also a Catholic, and they helped Muhammad write the Quran.
No,
literate.
they what
That's
you
why it
call
has
it? You mean Waraka?
Yeah,
It does
Waraka.
mention the Asr prayer though. I know that for a fact.
What?
The Asr prayer, which is the midday prayer.
My
The
friend,
midday
show me where it says you pray 5 times a day.
Okay, I would have to bring my own personal Quran, but
I say I give you
It-
2 days to find it.
no,
You have ample time.
Yeah.
You're never gonna find it.
Well, in mine
It doesn't
actually
exist.
Does. In mine it says so, but
It doesn't
might
exist.
Not be,
You may be making
authentic.
it up in your mind, but you're not gonna find it.
Okay, no, that's interesting. That's very, very
So you know what?
interesting.
The Pope started.
But it's okay. I still pray 5 times a day.
Rome started
Either way,
Islam.
whether or
They started
not, right? Like it's supposed
But
to be
but
3
you're
times or 5
you're a
times.
Quran guy.
I am a Quran guy,
But you
nevertheless,
believe-
I still do.
But Allah tells you something, and
I'll do more.
Allah tells you three.
And just like Jesus said.
So no, listen to me.
Just like Jesus
Allah
said,
tells
if you're supposed to go 1 mile, go that extra.
No.
Go that extra.
No.
go that
Allah
extra
tells
mile.
you to pray 3 times a day. Muhammad in the Hadith tells you to pray 5 times a day, and you believe Muhammad, and you forget about Allah.
So hey, what happens then in Islam?
It's really-
If you don't-
it's really-
if you don't
it's
practice
really
these
funny.
5 prayers a day. What happens? I guess that's it. You're done with, right?
No, it's
Right,
not
according
that. It's
to
not that brutal. that's a good one.
I
That's a
hope
good
that
one.
you.
You
I
come-
hope that
you
God
come
will
with-
open
you come
your
with
eyes.
really-
I hope that God
you
will
come with
open your
really
eyes.
good knowledge. I
No,
appreciate
I
that.
said I hope God will open your eyes because I have nothing but love for you. I have nothing to see God take the veil out of your eyes, so you can see through the veil of Muhammad. He is not a good man.
Yeah.
Everything.
Muhammad is not a good
Yes.
man. That's a horrible thing to say.
It is. He's not a good
No,
man.
that's a really bad
No,
thing.
no,
You
He's
shouldn't
not a
say
good
No,
man, my
really, if
friend.
you're being- hey, if you're
I'll be
being
honest with you.
You're
If
the
you
judge. Who made you prince and judge?
because I read the same thing in the Bible.
Listen,
Yeah.
okay, if you're being honest, right? If you're
I am
honest,
being honest.
So
Mike is
did-
right.
did-
Muhammad was not a good
If a
He
man-
wasn't.
If a man, if you
I know
come,
that-
but can I ask you a question? If you're a prophet
Okay.
and I'm your son,
Okay.
and you come to my house and you admire my wife,
Yeah.
and you say to her, "Praise be God who makes my heart flick for you," is that a character of a true prophet?
Yeah. You're right. No, that you're talking about Zayd, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel
Zainab. And then,
yeah.
get this, the son had to divorce
no. He
his
divorced
wife
her already.
so that he will get her.
Oh wow, that sounds pretty.
It's called idolatry. It's called adultery in my Bible.
Yeah, because you yourself know that that's what he's saying. He's not making it up.
no,
right?
absolutely.
But Jesus
You
said,
admitted
the
that
Bible
in
s-
Islam they have a lot of this sexual cults.
They're
whatever
very
it is.
sexually.
The Bible said that let the marriage bed not to be defiled. because God will judge adulterers. The Bible says God will judge adulterers.
Yeah, I know,
and that
yeah.
which Muhammad did is adultery.
So I really like you, actually.
What you like about me? I'm speaking the truth. So the Bible said, Jesus said, he who created them male and female, not male and females. So if you do something like that, my friend, you are an adulterer, and you're not a decent man. You're not a
You're
person
a good man.
that
I like you.
I
I
can follow.
genuinely like you. Okay.
Well, don't like me.
do.
Like Jesus.
I do like Jesus.
But you don't want to.
I don't worship
But you
Jesus,
don't want to
but
give
I
him
like
your
him.
heart. You don't want to
No
turn
way.
to him.
No. Well, I give
Okay,
all
then
the
we
prophets
follow
my heart.
Muhammad. You
I
follow
give,
Muhammad
I
then.
give. I don't follow Muhammad. I don't follow Jesus. I don't.
My
in
friend,
fact,
if you don't follow Muhammad, you don't have Islam. You've practiced some other religion, not Islam
maybe,
at least.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What I'm doing.
It doesn't matter though.
Yeah.
because we.
But it will matter in the last days.
Yeah,
it will matter.
Yeah, and we'll all be judged.
Jesus said that he that
completely
does
agree
not
with you.
believe in him will be judged.
You know
Yeah.
what? Hey, man.
No. Okay, so I don't agree with everything.
Don't let pride
I
get-
like the Quran. Okay, I like the Quran. I very much like the Quran. I can't say anything bad.
The
against
one that said that the sun sets inside a mud puddle.
That's clearly a metaphor. They don't think the sun
What-
sets
Oh,
outside a mud puddle.
Really?
What did it say?
It's clearly a
Wait,
metaphor,
what-
and then Muhammad confirms it in the hadith.
But I don't care about hadith. I already told you. Like a hadith, some hadith
The
are
sun.
fun.
What about the sun?
The sun sets inside
Hadith is entirely
a
for
spring, a muddy spring.
In fact, Western scholars,
That's the book
Really?
that God who created the
Quran says
world.
that.
Yeah,
The sun sits inside of
a mud puddle.
a mud puddle.
Yeah, a muddy spring.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That's the God who created the universe, who's supposed to know where the sun sets. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
there you
gonna go,
have it.
you guys.
Yes, sister.
I'm
Thank you for
starving.
coming.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yes.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you, trooper. Yes.
So I agree with you. Okay, a lot of what you say is clear, and
Why don't you believe it? Why don't you
but the
believe
only
in
thing
Jesus
that I
then?
don't believe in is, and this is where I think you are astray, where you say that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior.
Why not? If God gave us
Because
a
there's only
savior,
one true God.
if God
and
gave us a savior,
no one has ever seen him, and no one will ever see him.
oh my goodness! So it's not written in your book that you will see Allah in the last days,
So it's
and that Allah will come to you
Does
in
it-
a shape that you do not know,
it doesn't say that.
and
Sounds like
you
know
will
much
say,
more about
He's,
Islam
no,
than
he's,
you do.
he, like literally.
It's
he's
okay.
Very well.
It's
so
okay, my friend.
Yeah,
Allah will
very
come
well.
to you in a shape that you did not know
It
before.
does say something like that. I think you're right. But I think this is again a metaphor. Like nobody is ever going to see Allah.
In a shape that you did not know, that you weren't familiar with. So that means does Allah already have a shape that you're already familiar with, and then He's gonna come and change His shape that you don't
This
know.
isn't hadith. This is Quran.
It's a hadith, yeah.
This is hadith.
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is hadith.
Okay. Let's see the
No.
double standard.
If it's from hadith, then I don't really.
It's
care
from
too much
Sahih
about it.
Bukhari.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I like Sahih. I'm gonna buy a Sahih Bukhari. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna analyze the whole book. But
What does a hadith? What does that mean? Like, what does it stand for? What is
Hadith
that?
is
Hadith
like a
means
teaching.
sayings.
sayings and teachings of
Sayings.
Prophet Muhammad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sayings of Muhammad.
And apparently sayings and teachings of Prophet Muhammad, because you got to realize that those weren't written until 200 years after.
So you probably would tell me that you're okay with beating your wife if you're married.
You know that in the Bible it says that.
I'm not talking about. I'm
Yeah, no,
asking
but
you,
wait a
you the
minute.
Muslim.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
asking you. You're saying that you're telling me that your Quran, that's what you trust in. So I'm gonna focus on
I
that.
trust in the Quran. I trust
I'm
in the
gonna
Bible. And I
focus
even trust
on
in
that.
the Gospels
So
of the New Testament. I trust in all of them.
is it okay if you married? Would you beat your wife if she disobey you?
So first you tell her not to disobey. It's kind of like the rebellious child. You tell her not to disobey you,
Yeah.
and then you stop sleeping with her, and then if she still continues to disobey you, then you lightly
So
hit her across.
there's
the
no
street.
lightly there. There's no lightly.
You give her. You say, hey, stop. Right?
There's no lightly there.
What about these honor
There's
killings
no-
that in the Middle East?
Isn't Muhammad was the one who said no one?
God,
No,
that's politics. I don't care about politics.
Muhammad said that
There's a
no,
Ku Klux Klan as well. that
no
claim to be
man's
Christian.
supposed to. A man should not be asked why he beat his wife.
A man, this is hadith. Clearly.
Should never be asked why he beat his wife.
So no, you're going into a lot of hadith, and that's fair. You know
My
what?
goodness, my friend, you can't interpret the Quran without the hadith.
That's not true. You can
Yes.
easily you read and
Yes,
be literate
no,
and then
no,
interpret
you
the
cannot
Quran.
interpret the
That's
Quran
not true.
without the hadith.
That's not true.
Okay.
Then how did those people 200 years prior to the hadith being written interpret the Quran? What did they do?
No, they had the hadith.
No, they didn't. The hadith, a guy named
The hadith
Bukhari
actually-
went around. He was from Uzbekistan. 200 years after the Prophet Muhammad was born, and he's the one who went through all the cities
They have
and
the hadith.
places.
They have oral. They have it.
They
They're
had
written. It's all
they
written.
had
In,
orals,
it's all
they had
written. It's
oral.
all written in.
But the thing is those are secrets that should have never been written down. To be honest with you.
Yeah, because if now they wrote it down, now
Because
we
they
can
were
it can
very real.
exposes Islam.
No, but
That's
was
what it does.
the
It just
reality
give
of
us no. What the hadith did is it gave us a picture of a man named Mohammed, and the picture looks very very ugly, and that's what we from the man is where you got your religion from.
I got my listen. I read.
You
the
got your
Quran
religion from the man who
No, I
wrote the
didn't.
Quran, who supposedly received the Quran.
from God. Yeah,
No, he didn't receive it from God.
he did.
No, that's what you believe. I believe he
He was
didn't.
in. Yeah, no, he was. He
He received
had
it from an
God-
angel who
he
choked
he
him.
had God come through
He claimed
him.
an
No,
angel
no.
came to him.
And he spoke the
No,
words
no.
of God, and people wrote
The
the
God,
words down of God.
the no God. Muhammad never saw God. He saw a
He
man.
absolutely never
He
saw
saw a man who's an angel
Claimed
whom
it
he
was an
claimed
The
that
angel of the Lord. This is
he
still. This is
claimed
fine.
he claimed that he's an angel.
That's
His
the angel of the
Gabriel.
Lord. Like that's like
No,
the angel of
Jibril. No,
the Lord.
Jibril. He has a name for it.
Yeah, no, the angel of the Lord. I'm talking about it from the biblical perspective.
It's not.
He's
It's not the same.
angel of the
Not
Lord.
not
That
the
is-
same guy.
That is the same guy.
No, not the same guy. Not the same guy.
With
You
the
may try
capital.
to make it. No, you may try to
With the
make
capital
it.
A.
You may try to
Absolutely.
make it the same guy. It's not.
It was.
It's not the same guy. It's not the same Gabriel. It's not.
I promise you it was.
It's
I
not
do, without
Angel
a doubt.
Gabriel. It's not. We don't know who spoke. We
The
know that
angel of the Lord.
We
You don't
know is
know-
that no. We know he was a demon that spoke to him.
Oh, that's what you believe.
No, that's what Muhammad said. That's what Muhammad said, not what I
He
believe.
did say that in a hadith, right?
He said that in the hadith.
The hadith should have never been written.
It's okay.
It's too bad that the Muslims are so stupid to do something like
Well,
that.
how many people
I
go by the
genuinely
hadith?
No, God allowed them to write it so that he can expose Islam as
Well, how many
false.
people consider that to be authoritative in Islam?
A lot. A lot.
No, every single one.
A lot.
Just
The
about.
hadith?
A
Hey,
lot
there's
of them.
Quranists who separate. I'm not a Quranist either, and there are some hadith I read and I some of them I like, but a lot of them I don't like. And the
My
hadith,
friend, you and the Quranists are out of Islam. Hadith believing and Quran believing are in Islam. They practice Islam.
No, but it's only
you
one of
guys
the five
are
pillars
you
of
guys
faith.
are you
There's
guys
five
are
pillars
trying
of
to
faith.
reinvent.
And I don't even believe in the
What is it?
Hajj.
What's the-
I don't
I'm not
believe in
saying
the
that.
Hajj.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you guys are
There's five
practicing
pillars of
fake
Islam.
Islam that
Me,
nobody
my
knows.
guys. Who? Me?
You.
Yeah, me alone maybe.
No, you
I'm just
all
doing
of
my
you
own
guys,
thing.
the Quranists and all of you practicing fake Islam.
You could
You're
be-
trying to redefine Islam, but it
I'm
can't
not- I'm
redefine
not-
it.
Yeah, and that's fair.
You're trying to reinterpret it.
To justify yourselves when you're following after things that are not true, that will lead to hell. If you
But
keep
wait.
on that path,
Okay,
right?
but
And God's offering a way out. The way, only
I'm
way
willing
out
to
is-
defend this all day. Okay, no
Man,
problem.
you can defend a man who that character. That's fine. It's up to you. That just shows that you're not decent man.
And that's fair. That's a
That's
fair.
fair. Yeah, fair to believe that you're not a decent man.
No, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's
If
a
you're
fair-
defending,
that's-
if I'm defending a
May
pedophile,
God
that
judge.
tells me that
God will judge me. Right?
No, it doesn't matter. Human can judge you. If you're defending a pedophile, I will tell.
God is sufficient.
I will
as
tell
a
you.
witness.
I will tell you in your face that
Allah
you're not a
is sufficient
decent
as a
person.
witness. But
You don't.
what
You
I
don't
have
need
to
God
say-
to say that.
yeah. He's more than enough.
It's.
But I agree with a lot of what you're saying about Muhammad and the stories of the Hadith.
You're already out of Islam, my friend.
I do.
You're not in Islam at all. I think you should know. You should come to Jesus.
No,
now
but
I
if anything,
offer you Jesus Christ, the Son of God.
Okay, brother. You know where I'll go if I go anywhere else? I'll be a Jew. I would be a Judaist.
You're still lost.
Wait.
Yeah, no, that's what I would be though.
You'll still be lost.
It's those two.
Why would you say?
I'm not going to join the black sheep. There's no way I'm joining the black sheep.
Are you talking about Judaism?
What black sheep?
You guys, the Christians who believe that a man was God.
Jesus was a black sheep already to the Jews. So you're out of Jesus.
No, but I believe Jesus was a prophet.
No, the
You're
Jews
right,
don't believe it. The Jews don't believe he's a prophet either.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're out of Judaism
you're
as
right.
well.
I am. I'm out of Judaism.
So
I'm out of Islam.
you're
I'm
not
out of Christianity.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't believe that Jesus was a man or a god. I don't believe that I do believe that Jesus was a prophet, so I can't join.
You don't believe. You don't believe.
I don't believe.
You don't
that
believe.
We should be worshiping, praying like.
So you
like
don't believe.
Towards,
so what you're trying to tell me is that,
I believe in God,
which I believe is.
And
you believe in
morality upon the
in
earth.
you believe in a God.
I believe in God.
You believe in God that cannot send
earth.
His Son. You believe in a God that cannot send His Son. So you believe in God that cannot do anything.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's.
I know. I mean that. Like
you believe in a God.
That was your move.
No. I'm just saying you.
I just want you to make a better move than that.
No, you believe in a God.
Way too easy.
No. You believe in a God who can do anything He wants. You believe in a God that only do what you want Him to do.
Want me? No.
Yeah.
Listen.
Because when you say God can never ever have a son, that means you're saying that God can never do what I want. He can only do what I want Him to do.
No, but God wouldn't listen. This is way beyond.
God wouldn't send a human being to talk.
What I can say.
God wouldn't send a human being.
In a book, maybe one day.
God wouldn't send His word.
There's no way.
God wouldn't send His word to become human being, to become a flesh.
Yeah, but
is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but this is the problem with what you're saying here. Is like
What's
if you listen, God doesn't need a son. Okay?
He doesn't need a son.
No, He doesn't need a son.
Of course He doesn't need a son.
No, everything He can do without a son.
Of course He doesn't.
So why would He
Of course He doesn't need a son,
Why would He make some theatrics and send a son?
He doesn't need a
games?
son, but he has
nonsense.
a son. He doesn't need one, but He has one. He doesn't need. Okay.
He doesn't.
Does God need you? Does God need you to be God?
No, and I humbly say this, O Lord Almighty. No, you don't need me.
God doesn't need you to be God.
Lord and my God.
So, but God doesn't need you to be God.
Who is above the heavens, and whom I will never see.
My friend, God doesn't need you to be God, right? God doesn't.
Even in the afterlife, I do not believe I will see God.
No. God doesn't need you to be God, right? You just said yes. You agreed.
Wait. So God doesn't need me, but God does need me to uphold society and be a moral man.
God doesn't need you to be a God. You be God, right?
No, but He needs me to uphold society.
Why does He need you to uphold society? He's God. He can do whatever He wants.
Because He gave us free will.
Why do you have to exist?
And to
the question is, why do you have to exist?
Okay, Why do I have to exist?
Yeah. Yes. So does God need you to be God? You cannot exist.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, because what I'm trying to say to you,
I maintain order in society.
I'm using your same logic.
Then yes, in that sense.
I'm using your same logic.
Yes, in that sense, He does need me to be a God to maintain order in society. But
He doesn't need a son. But He doesn't need
Am I never ending in my energy? Do I make all of my decisions correctly all the time? No.
He doesn't understand what I'm saying. He said that God doesn't need a son to be God. And I'm trying to tell him, using the same argument and saying, God doesn't need you to be God, but He created you anyway. Does God need Adam to be God?
No, but
He created Adam anyway.
That's right.
Meaning He can do whatever He wants.
Yes.
And still be God.
No. Yes.
He doesn't have to create Adam. He's still God.
Yeah.
So
He created Adam.
Ask me again why
He created Adam.
Because now
And he's still
now
God.
Right.
Now we're
But
getting way
in-
off.
So his logic.
Christ isn't a created being.
Yeah.
No.
His logic is that
God does not need
God
any help
does
from
not need
anybody in
God
any
does
way
not need
whatsoever.
God does not need a son because he doesn't need help from anyone whatsoever. So he doesn't need a son. It's just like saying God doesn't need our help. He doesn't need us to be God, but yet he created us.
And that is
If your
what-
logic, if I take your logic to its conclusion,
Yeah.
what you're saying
Well,
is
no,
that
you can't take my logic to the conclusion. We have to act by act. We have to go. we have
my
to get to the
goodness.
conclusion.
I'm using your
one
logic.
step at a time.
I'm taking your logic and flipping it around using a different
No,
scenario.
I get what you're
To
saying.
repeat exactly
I
what you
understand.
said.
Yeah.
You
God,
told me that
Yeah.
that God sending His Son sound really ridiculous. That I need to make another better point. I'm just telling you, showing you that what you just said to me is all sound ridiculous.
It was just part of, like that's a nice one actually. But it really makes you ponder why do we exist? Right? Why did God create all of this in the first place?
That's the question.
Absolutely.
Why did God send His Son?
And it was just part of the plan.
The question you should have asked is,
it was a mercy to us.
Okay.
He created all of this so that we could experience the greatness God had.
And
he
then-
lived for eternity. So he finally wanted somebody else
and He can
to
do that without, and He can do without that.
To experience it. The
But
whole,
He can do
the
without
whole
that,
God
dude.
sent His Son down is just is
Well, what's the difference?
funny. It's
What's the
just a
difference
funny-
from that?
it's a funny story.
What's the difference from that?
because if he
making a
gave
point.
somebody if he gave somebody the power of God, then it would just it's not
It's not what.
it's getting out of monotheism.
So God created God created man. God created man in His own image. Listen to His logic. God created man in His own image and gave him the qualities of
I don't
God.
really. I don't agree.
Created him and gave him qualities of God that man can create, like God creates.
God created man to know right from wrong. There's a difference.
Really?
Yeah.
So God could not have been God without knowing, creating man to know what's right. So the reason why God created man in your own logic is to know right and wrong. That's the purpose. What kind of creation is that? To know right and wrong. That's why I created you. So that you can know right and wrong. It makes no sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
No,
so you can go through your life making right and wrong decisions, and then you can do something right on the planet.
You know what?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
That's all there is to it.
Why would you, when God's offering as a gift of salvation, would you reject that and say, no, I want to do it my own way by trying to be a good moral man, when we know that we all fall short, no matter how good living morally, having good.
That's nonsense.
No, but look at we've already sinned against God. All of us.
So should you just stop giving charity?
Well, no, I'm not saying that we should still have proper, live
No,
lifestyle.
it's using that to try to bribe God.
Me?
Yeah, using good deed to bribe God.
Yeah.
No, I'm just using good deeds to show that I'm a good man upon the earth. I'm not here to cause corruption.
But you're a good man, but you're following a bad man.
It's like why does somebody build a railroad track, in their backyard to watch it, run and it's God's pleasure, right? Like
it's God's pleasure to send His only Son to save the world.
It's not His own.
He doesn't get it. You're making the same. You're making the same claim.
He sends prophets to send the.
Why does He have to send prophets?
To lead people back on.
Does He have? Can He be God without prophets?
But He doesn't even need to save us. We could destroy. He could destroy us all and create a new creation just like that.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
He did.
He could have, but he didn't.
He did.
He did.
That till the cows come home.
He can destroy us and still be God, and He can create us and still be God.
Right.
That's the God that I worship. Is the same God on that same term can decide to send a son or decide not to send a son.
Yeah.
He can do whatever He wants, but He chose to send His Son. And you know why He sent His Son?
Go on.
Because we are children of Adam. Adam sinned,
I see where your mind is at.
Adam sinned.
No, I see. Yeah, hold on. I see where your mind is at. Okay, brother? I do. I really do. But the thing is that
Just let me make the point. Okay? Why God sent Jesus? Why God sent His Son?
well, for one, and a lot of what you're saying is all innovation. By the way, everything you've said so far is innovation. None of it is in the book. But
What am I saying that it's not in the book? That God can't do what He wants?
no.
Okay, let me show
okay,
this.
go on.
Okay, so this death, Adam, death, and Christ. Therefore, just as sin.
What is this? Romans?
Yes, just
I
as sin.
reject Romans. I reject every single. I reject the Hadith. I reject every single one of these books besides the Gospels, the Psalms.
Also,
the
you
Torah,
reject
and
the letter of Paul, who's the apostle of Jesus Christ. You reject his letter to the.
This isn't even
to the
authentic.
church.
We don't know if that was actually from Peter or are you talking about Peter? Paul. The letters of Paul.
Yes.
Paul the apostle.
Yes.
Is there an epistle of Paul?
The one that one of your
None of those aren't authentic.
the one that one of your
there's no chain of narrators.
that one of your Ibn Kathir believed that it was a true follower and apostle of Christ. So it's the one that are reading this.
Peter's the only one I consider, to be honest with you.
Okay, just as
Go on.
through one man death and sin entered into the world
Are we
and
reading here?
spread.
Oh no. Okay.
Therefore, just as sin came into the world, what? Through one man. Who's that man? Adam. Is he saying the truth?
Okay, let me read.
Did sin come through Adam?
Okay, I got this.
Oh, just hold it because I have a bunch of stuff inside it that will fall off.
Therefore, just as sin came into the world through one man, and death through sin, and so death spread to all men because all sinned. For sin indeed was in the world before the law was given, but sin is not counted where there is no law. Okay, so
keep reading.
This is very philosophical, which is completely understanding considering Greeks were the ones who wrote this, and Greeks are atheists. So of course they're going to bring their philosophy into the book.
Who is Greek?
The writers of this book.
Paul is a Greek.
Romans are entirely.
He's writing to Jews in Rome.
Okay, but they were completely consumed by the Romans at that time, and the Romans are entirely influenced by the Greeks.
Okay, so Paul is influenced by Romans, not by
without
Christ.
a doubt,
not by Christ.
Absolutely.
He's not an apostle of Christ. So Paul is an apostle of Roman, not apostle of Christ.
Yeah, he is.
Go ahead. Good job.
Yet death reigned from Adam to Moses. Yeah, I agree with that. Even
why
over
you
those,
agreeing with it is written by a pagan and a Roman.
But he got that right. Just because he's a pagan doesn't mean he can't get anything right. Anyway.
Wait a minute, who are you calling a pagan here?
Paul.
Paul? You're calling the Apostle Paul?
Yeah, I'm entirely calling him a pagan, actually. I don't even mind that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Paul has a better character than your prophets.
Wait, Paul and Saul is the same guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Saul of Tarsus. Saul of Tarsus,
that,
right?
Why? Come on, you can't.
Okay.
Paul's not it.
Yet death reigned
Boy,
from
he's
Adam,
calling him.
even over those.
Paul is better than your prophet. He's actually got a better
even over
character.
those whose sinning was not like the transgression of Adam, who was a type of the one who was to come.
A type of what?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Who is a type of what?
Even over those whose sinning. So let me read it.
Yeah.
Even over let me read it back. Yet death reigned from Adam to Moses. Even over those whose sinning was not like was not like the transgression of Adam. Okay, who was a type of the one who was to come.
Who was the type of the one? Who was the type?
Yeah, because he was born not from he was not born like every other human, right?
Type. What is
so he was a type of the one
who was to come. Who was the one to come?
This is easy. This is an easy one.
Who's the one to come?
So okay,
he was a type of someone to come.
He was a type of the one who was to come. So if I was going to make my interpretation of this, I would say that they're saying that like Jesus, Adam was not born of a regular male-female birth.
So correct. So
Yeah.
Jesus is a type of Adam. Adam is a type
So
of
wait.
Jesus.
Even over those whose sinning was not like the transgression of Adam. So who over those whose? What does that even mean? Who's sinning? Who are we talking about when he's saying that?
Humankind, everyone who descended from
Even
Adam.
over those whose sinning was not like the transgression of Adam, who was a type of the one who was to come. So meaning, but we do sin just like them because we disobey God. So he's wrong.
No. Who sinned in the type of Adam?
Yeah. But
Did you eat the tree?
No. But that's not what he did. It wasn't the fruit he ate that he did wrong. But what he did was he disobeyed God's order.
Did the baby eat the fruits?
What? Sorry.
Did babies eat fruits?
Okay,
It's talking about those who died.
Yes, babies eat fruits. Yes.
Baby disobey God.
No, but God never told the baby not to eat fruit.
Okay, that's what it's telling you there.
In fact, God said, "Eat of the provision of the earth. Eat of it. Eat of the fruits and the animals and everything else upon it."
I'm trying to educate you about our Bible. Those who sinned, not in the sin of Adam. Adam's sin was a disobedient sin. That's true, yes. But there are lots of people who did not sin like a sin of Adam. They died.
Yeah.
Because they inherited.
That's
because they inherited the.
Very interesting.
Because they inherited a world that was cursed.
But may I teach you
by the sins of Adam?
May I teach you a little bit?
So I'm trying to show you that I'm not done.
I understand.
Jesus Christ was a type of Adam.
In the sense that
Adam was a type of Jesus that is coming into the world.
You're misinterpreting that now.
No, I'm trying to tell you the truth.
All over the place.
I'm trying to tell you the truth.
It's a very simple statement.
I'm trying to tell you the truth. Remember, we come from why did God have to send His Son?
I like what it said there, though, right? Because he was right on one thing.
We are trying to talk about why God sent His Son.
Yeah, he was right about one thing, though.
Do you want to know why God wants?
Can you show me that verse again? I just want to show you the one thing he was right about. I don't want to misquote it. Not like the transgression. So I want to show that because and he also says here where there is no law, because he's right about that. At first, God trusted us. Right? God trusted us. He didn't give us a law. But after we showed that we couldn't be trusted, He sent prophets to give us written laws to be encoded and kept safe for all time. And He keeps doing it over and over again. Right? So the only law Abraham taught was worship one God. Right? There was no real other law besides that. Same
Abraham,
with Noah.
Who told you that?
Well, the only commandment Abraham had was that he was not to worship other gods, right? Like if you read through the stories,
He might have more command than that.
What, sorry?
He has more commands than that.
Name one. I would honestly be very interested.
He should not murder.
No, but he never once preached that even in the slightest. And he actually murdered people. He went out and he formed a battalion and he went and fought against the kingdoms, and he won that battle too. So he was clearly a man of valor.
But he said I should not murder.
But what I'm saying is he's right there because there was no law. There was no law before Moses. Moses was the one who came with the law.
There was no Mosaic law then.
No law about God. You don't even need to call it a Mosaic law, right? Because I think that actually belittles
can I ask you the question then? Where did God punish? Why did God punish Pharaoh for taking the wife of Abraham to be his wife?
Yeah.
There's no law. If there's no law against taking
adultery.
somebody's
You're right.
adultery.
That's a good one. See, that's a good analysis.
So why?
That was a really good analysis.
But you say there's no law.
All
the only law he had was just don't eat. Just worship one God.
Worship one God.
You can commit adultery. You can kill, murder. That's fine. All you have to do is just worship one God. If that's what the law, the only law that he has, then that's ridiculous. God gave him only one law. And the law is just to worship one God.
I guess jealousy is a thing that mankind should try and steer clear from, right? Like we shouldn't try and make each other jealous of one another, right? I think that's essentially what that's getting
the
at.
problem with you is that you have an Abraham that is
You're right, though.
not
I
the
agree
true
with
Abraham.
you. That's beautiful.
You have an Abraham that is not true Abraham, because your Abraham in your Quran is not a true Abraham.
Yeah,
But I don't believe. I don't.
It's not the
I
it's not the
believe-
same. It's not the same
Nor is the
Abraham.
Jesus of the Quran the
And
same
I
as the
agree with you,
Jesus of
brothers.
the
I do.
Bible.
I agree.
And the Jesus in the Quran is not the same Jesus in the Bible.
Exactly.
So that's.
Because Jesus in the Bible is not the Son of God.
But again,
But Jesus is holy.
But wait. Let's go back to what you said a second ago, because that was actually really interesting. That was a really good point you brought up, and that was about Pharaoh sleeping with, or trying to sleep with Abraham's wife, right, Sarah. And that's actually a really good point you bring
How
up.
did God know that it was wrong and punish him?
But
for
was it not Pharaoh who also knew about adultery? So maybe that was already a rule amongst mankind at the time. That's a hard one. That's a really tricky one.
My friend, if you're
No,
trying to
that's a
tell
tricky
me
one.
that the only law that God gave was just worship one God, then you just don't get it.
No,
And
okay,
also
what
your
else is there?
Quran, and
What
also
else? No,
the
what
other
else?
thing that your
That's
Quran
one
get
other
wrong. There's more than one law that people followed, that Abraham followed, not just worship one God. There are other law. Adultery
really.
was wrong. He knows that adultery was wrong. He knows that.
But then
he
you're
knows
actually
that.
rebuking your book. But whatever. Anyway, you're actually
He knows that
rebuking
adultery
that.
is wrong. He
Yeah, but
knows.
you're rebuking it. I was agreeing with that,
What-
but you
what
rebuked it, and I
rebuking
agree
what?
with you. So you're
Rebuking
right.
what?
The Romans is wrong.
Rebuking what?
Yeah, the Romans, because the Romans says specifically that there was no law, and so
No
and I actually agree
No
with that.
Mosaic law.
No, it doesn't say that, but it said that there, anyway, and you disagree with that, and I actually and now I come unto you. I say yes, you have a
When
greater
Paul was
understanding
talking about
than even
law,
Paul.
when Paul was talking about law, he's talking about written law.
Good job, you understand more
The
than Paul.
written
You
law.
seriously do. That's great.
I understand more than Paul.
Clearly, he's not a very
You don't-
He's not
wise man.
contradicting Paul.
What do you
He's
mean?
not
What do you mean? Why?
contradicting
You don't get it. You don't get it. What? You don't get it, do
Not so
you?
fast.
You don't get it, do you?
No, I get it perfectly.
The law that Paul was talking about is the law, the written law,
Yeah.
the law of Moses. Moses
But he
hasn't
never
come
said
along
that.
back.
He needs to say that specifically.
Oh, he needs to expound everything to you. We already
Just
know
say
that.
Moses' law. It's one extra word.
That's what he says there.
Yeah, because he's talking to
It says Moses, even from the time of Moses.
No. That's not where it says. If for sin indeed was in the world before the law was given.
Yes.
Right? So and
Here,
obviously
here,
it's not-
here, he mentioned the law of Moses.
Yeah. And,
Like, you see Moses there?
Yeah.
You see
But
Moses there in verse
sin
14?
is not counted. But sin is not counted where there is no law.
No.
So
read
that's what he says.
read
right there.
it.
And
Read
he's wrong.
14.
He's actually wrong about that
Read
because you
14.
actually just brought up a perfect point.
Read 14.
No, but you brought up a perfect
You
point.
said it's not the law of Moses is talking about.
But you've completely demolished this verse because you said that Pharaoh wanted to sleep with Abraham's wife, and God was going to punish him for that, and
Yeah.
there was no law at that time, and he's saying
No
and he's
Mosaic
saying,
law.
Yeah, there was no Mosaic law at
Yes.
that time, and he's saying sin is not counted where there is no law. So that therefore that Pharaoh should not have been punished for trying to sleep with
There
Abraham's
is a
wife.
law.
But so then he's not talking about Moses.
There is a law.
But so he's not talking about Moses' law. Therefore, then.
The Moses law came afterwards.
Okay, so what law is he talking about here? See, this doesn't make what you're saying actually destroys that.
No,
verse.
the law.
And it's a beautiful thing.
The law
I love
we're
it.
talking about, the law was where there's no law,
No. Listen,
the sin doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. And there was no Mosaic
What is talking
law.
about-
There was
what is talking about the
there was
law?
No, okay, hold on, brother. There was no Mosaic law at the time of Pharaoh. Well, Moses wasn't going to exist for another 600 or 700 years. So if
Yes.
Mosaic law didn't exist at that time,
That the
when
Israelites
Pharaoh-
had.
Yeah, when Pharaoh was going to sleep with Abraham's wife before Israelites.
But
even
there was
existed,
law.
Before Israel.
But
even
there was
existed.
law. So sin was being,
Who-
being counted people at that time.
Yeah, but who
because
who
there's
gave
law.
that law? Who gave that law?
God did
To who?
to Adam, to his children.
Okay, but and then who kept it?
Adam and his children.
No, but they all got wiped out, and then Noah came, and then who kept it from them?
Noah was the one who carried over from Adam,
I know, and then who kept it from them?
his children.
Okay.
It all runs. It never stopped.
Okay.
The only thing was that.
nevertheless, you
The only
repeat that
thing that
verse.
was that.
Yeah,
No, I
you
didn't.
You did. You
I
completely
didn't.
repeated.
No, I
because
didn't.
You're saying that talking about Mosaic law, and he's saying that there is no sin where there is no law.
No, where there's no law in general.
Right. So that.
So if there's
he's
no,
talking about
what is
Mosaic law,
he's making a point? If there's no
then
red light,
that Pharaoh should not have been
if
counted
there's
under-
no
under
red
sin.
light, it's just a saying that if there's no red light, it wouldn't be.
No, I
it
get
won't-
what he's saying.
Exactly. There
So,
will be
he's
no.
talking about, so now you're saying it's philosophical.
Yeah, he's talking about general law in general.
Okay, but either way, okay.
The other one is then it's talking.
Either
it
way,
goes into Moses.
Yeah, either way, Abraham never came with laws. Okay.
Of course, that we know that he never came with the book of the law.
No.
Paul is talking about the book of the law, and he's
Exactly.
talking about the law in general.
Exactly. So
Where there's
therefore-
sin, where it won't be counted.
Yeah, yeah.
If there's no law in the Garden of Eden
Right.
that God gave to Adam, there would be no violation. There would be no
Yeah.
sin.
But it okay. No.
But God gave him a law. God gave him a law and
Yeah,
said, "Do
follow
not eat."
from this tree.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a law that he
Absolutely.
had.
Absolutely.
And he gave him a law also to take care of the garden. And he gave him a law also to populate the world and subdue it.
You're absolutely right.
So any time he disobeyed
You're right.
those commands,
Those are not bad laws to follow.
yes, anytime he disobeyed those
Yeah.
commands, that's a sin against him.
Yeah.
So, but sin doesn't count
You have
on
to be
it.
extra stubborn.
But sin does not count on
Do you not want to
anyone.
have sex with your wife and make kids? That'd be crazy to not follow.
Well, but
Anyway,
that-
I'm kidding
But
around.
yeah, I know, I understand. But the sin does not count on anyone if there's no law. God, that's what the point he's making.
I understand. I
Adam
understand.
would not have would not violated if he has eaten the tree. If he said, "Thou shalt not eat the tree," and
There was no law
he
when
didn't
in the
say.
time of Pharaoh and Abraham.
there were no law of Moses.
Like no, like, but yet
But
Pharaoh
there's-
was aware of the law. somehow,
Yes, because
which
the
is
law is
amazing.
the law.
That's an enigma. in
Because the
itself.
because the law
it
is
is.
written in your heart.
You could be right on that.
God, the law is
believe
written
that.
in the heart.
I believe that.
It's written in the heart from
True.
there.
I believe it.
God put it on a tablet of stone
Yeah.
as a witness, as a covenant that He made with them, so they can see for their eyes, so they cannot
It's written
deny.
on our heart. It's like encarved. It's like engraved.
God engraved His laws
Engraved.
in your heart. That's why you deny. That's why you know that cheating is wrong. That's why you know, even if you don't have the Bible, you know cheating is wrong. That's how you know that killing another person, murdering another
Yeah,
person,
absolutely.
is wrong.
Yeah,
because it's
absolutely.
written in your heart.
Absolutely.
Those moral laws are written in your heart. So to know that you can go to your son's house and flirt with his wife,
You're right.
you know that's if you do that, and which Muhammad did. He went and he flirted with
but
the
thing
wife
about
of
Pharaoh,
his.
The thing about Pharaoh is he was an innocent man.
But
But he was an innocent man.
Yeah, he wasn't an innocent man.
He was.
To the Gentiles that
He even went so far as to say no, but he went so far. But the thing is
so like God gave us a conscience.
Yeah.
Okay, so he God
but
created us.
yeah, but
knows
he
that-
still was innocent. He didn't know it was his
Well, he was. Yeah, I know. In that way, he is innocent because he didn't know it was his brother. It was his. But God was. That's why God didn't.
Even Abimelech went through the same thing. Right?
Yeah, and that's why God didn't kill them.
Yeah.
That's why God withheld them.
But God wouldn't
restrained
kill
them.
somebody for sleeping with another man's wife. He would just.
What is adultery?
Yeah, but he wouldn't kill you. You go sleep with another man's wife. See if God kills you. He's not going
Yeah,
to, but
he will.
he's gonna punish you.
He will kill you.
No, he's not. He's not gonna kill, like literally
He
kill
will
you.
kill you.
Yeah, maybe in your soul, yeah,
He will kill you.
and he'll confound
He'll throw
you
you
with
into the lake
stupidity.
of fire for that.
but not right away. You know, like you
Yeah,
can still do
well,
it and
yeah.
then move on with your life.
Yeah, but doesn't
And so Pharaoh could have done
Just-
that too. He could have easily
just
slept
because
with
God
her,
doesn't strike you down.
but maybe
immediately
not. Maybe
doesn't
it was
mean-
a little more heavy on Pharaoh. But
So,
still.
but again, it brings us back to the question of is are you going to continue to follow a man who is
I
cannot
don't
be
follow
followed?
Muhammad.
Yes, you are.
No, I don't.
Islam
I
is
don't follow.
Muhammad, and Muhammad is Islam.
No, but I seriously don't follow Muhammad. I mean it though. Like I really don't.
Islam is you don't,
I respect
and that's why you're not a
Muhammad.
Muslim.
Yeah, you're right. I probably not. I told you I don't. I believe. No, but I believe. Am I being filmed? I'm not being filmed, am I?
My camera is always running. I see that guy try to mess around that over there. I have an evidence to show the police.
Okay, it's not for YouTube.
Anyway,
Is it running
forget about
right now?
it.
You're on candid
You're,
cameras.
you're on candid camera all the time. We're filming all the
No,
time.
okay, well, definitely don't put me on camera though.
Don't put you. You're on a public place. There's no law against filming people in a public place.
no, but you can't upload me to like an internet.
Well,
or something.
you have
All
to.
your Muslim friends know.
All your Muslim
no,
friends,
I'm
all your
okay
Muslim
with it.
friends
I'm
who
okay
know
with it.
they're gonna know
I mean that.
about this discussion. I put my discussions on my YouTube channel so that people can actually can learn something.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay,
It's a discussion. We learn
you
something.
have a YouTube channel.
Yes, we learn something. You learn something. I learn something. Everyone who's watching from all over the
Why
world, they
can't there
learn
be somebody
something.
like recording both of us? I would like that more. You know, honestly, I would like it more.
I would if I have a third body, then I'm
like that
fine
more.
with it. But I would, but again, it is neither here nor there. But the question is, are you going
No,
to
it's here and
are you
there.
going
I
to
mean that.
follow Jesus Christ and as your Lord and your Savior? You say no.
I don't believe
there's
Jesus
no other
Christ.
hope.
I don't
There's no
believe Jesus
other
Christ
hope.
was a God. He was a man who was sent to the world to through a virgin birth to and
Can you tell me a man who's still alive for
Hold on.
over how many thousand years now? Any man you can mention to me that's still alive for over thousands
I
of years?
don't deal in nonsense. Okay.
What do you
really
mean? Can you point to me a man who's 2,000 years old
God
that's been...
is in heaven above on God's right hand or whatever, right?
Show me a man who's alive over since 2,000 years.
All right, yeah. Listen. I don't even want to be mean. Like you're making me be mean. Don't do that.
Be
please.
mean all you want.
I don't wanna do
It doesn't
that.
bother me.
Because it's not.
It doesn't
fair,
bother
you
me.
know?
What do you mean it's
too
not
easy.
fair?
It's just too easy. You're giving
I
me the
just
most
asked
easy-
you an easy question. Show me
Yeah,
a
I know,
man.
way too easy.
Show me exactly. I made it,
It was
way too easy
ridiculous.
for you. Show me a man who's been living, who's been alive for over 2,000 years ago.
Go to Pharaoh's
Alive,
sarcophagus.
alive. I said.
Pretty crazy. Right?
You know, a simple question and you can't even answer it. You don't want to. We're following a man who's alive over 2,000 years
listen.
old. How many? Which man alive today that's been 2,000 years alive? Show me. Show me a man who can tell you what you have in your house. Who show me a man who
So
can.
wait, what if God did like actually send his so-called godson to the earth? Why didn't he send him in a ball of light? Like, wouldn't it have been so much more epic if he sent him in a ball of light down to the earth, and then he just appeared like a bolt of like a flash?
Oh, and everybody will go, "Whoa, that's so cool."
Absolutely.
God, we believe you now. God doesn't play
Without a
games.
doubt.
He
That's
doesn't
not playing a game.
he doesn't
That is
show
as
off.
legit as possible.
No, he doesn't show off like you
that
do.
is
Yeah,
about as
like human being.
straightforward as you can get. It's like this is no joke. There's no doubt about this that this is from God. No doubt. Why didn't Jesus like?
That's
walk
why
around-
God. That's why
around
God.
cities
That's why God raised him from the dead.
and shoot lightning out of his hands.
That's
and,
why-
and strike down
My friend.
everybody.
No, my friend. That's why. That's why God. That's why God. That's why God gave him power to
He was
heal.
a man who was a
That's
prophet.
why God
who
gave
came
him
with a
power to heal.
message.
That's
And
why-
I even go so far as to say
That's why he
was
rose
born of
from
a
the
virgin.
dead.
Right, he was born.
That's
of a
why
virgin,
he was born
right?
from the
He was a man
as a
and
virgin.
prophet who came with a beautiful
My
message to lead people.
You
onto
want
the
God
path
to
of God.
send a lightning bolt and then come and show.
Muslims
But God did the
themselves
same
in a
thing.
conundrum Because
No,
they,
I'm in
because
no
on one
conundrum.
hand they do
I think
admit
you
that,
figured
that Mary was born.
You're the
sorry,
black
Christ
sheep.
was
God
born
did
in
that. God did that already for you.
But
He
yet-
did that already
yet
for
they
you.
deny the
Virgin
Holy Ghost.
birth,
So how can that?
What is that? What do you
virgin
mean the Holy
birth,
Ghost?
miracles,
Mary
raising
conceived
from the
of the
dead.
Spirit, no, the Spirit actually is mentioned in the Quran. The Holy Spirit is mentioned in the Quran.
My friend, I'm trying to say to you, God did miracles for you. Send His Son in a flesh of a human being.
He sent many
I am
sons.
born
God
and-
has sons by the tons.
No, He didn't send many sons. Your Quran actually said that God sent how many 60,000 prophets or 160,000
120,000 or something.
120,000 prophet or something, and yet nobody knows about them.
Yeah, no. 120,000. Throughout history.
Yes, that's what His Quran
Throughout
teaches.
history. No, it makes
Throughout
sense though.
history.
No, that's an okay one. That's okay because it's saying that prophets were sent to every nation, that God is fair, God is just. He didn't just send prophets into Egypt, into the Roman Empire, and into Arabia.
But they
He
want to
sent them-
convert
he
people.
sent them
They want to
everywhere.
convert people to believe in our Arabian prophet.
No, you don't
And they
believe
don't
in
want
the Arabian prophet.
they don't
you
want
believe
the
in
they don't
God
want
and
the
him being
they don't
one
want the
and only.
Chinese prophet to people to believe in the Chinese prophet. But they want
No,
Chinese
you
to
do-
believe
no,
in
no,
the
no. As long
Arabic
as
prophet.
the prophet came with the message to believe in one God, then yeah, believe in him.
My
Or
friend,
believe
I'm
he's-
just trying to
yeah,
say to you that Muhammad is a false prophet. He's not. He's
Listen,
not
brother.
true. Your
No,
Quran
this
is your
what I
Quran
wanna
is
say.
a lie.
This is what I want to say.
Because your Quran said that God, if we don't send any prophet unless in the
Do you have a heart?
language, in the
Tell me.
language of your people, of their people.
I'm curious.
So
Really am.
no, I'm trying to you from Turkey,
Sure.
and yet Turkish
Turkey?
people,
yeah.
Is that where you're
yet Turkish people
Well,
have
I'm not
no
from there, but yeah.
yes,
family.
Turkish people have no prophets.
And Egyptian as well. I have
Yet,
Egyptian
and
as
yet
well.
Turkish
and even
people
Bulgarian.
and yours Turkish people have no prophet, Egyptian people have no prophets,
And
and all
Moses,
follow
what do
and
you
they're all
mean?
following
Moses-
Muhammad.
What do you mean Moses came from Egypt? Moses came directly from Egypt. Moses is an Egyptian. I don't know what you're talking
My friend,
about.
show me a Muslim and show me a prophet from Turkey, the prophet
what
of
are
the
Turks?
Turkish
Are they
people.
Sunnis over there? Aren't they Sunnis?
They're Sunnis.
They're all over the place.
They're Sunnis.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're all over the place.
That's what the general majority is.
General- yeah,
Sunni. As few
Yeah.
Shiites, but Sunni.
Shiites are in Iran, of course.
Yeah.
but-
So by the
They're all over the place, though. If you want to get
Yeah.
real, they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're not really even.
Yeah, no,
they're
I know.
even
There's some
Muslim.
even here in Vancouver.
anyway, my friend, the truth. I just want you to know that
But you're right, you're
Jesus
right.
Christ is the only way. If you follow him, Muhammad,
Hopeless.
if you follow him, Muhammad, you're going to go to the lake of fire. That's as plain as I can put it for you. If you
I don't follow
him,
Muhammad. I
Muhammad,
follow God, and I do good things upon the earth, and I.
but
I
which
worship
God are you following?
I'm gonna. Let me.
Your God doesn't have a son.
So
which
worship,
God are you following?
worship the Lord. It is He alone who may be worshipped. Above all is He exalted.
That's what
Give
you-
thanks to Him day and night. It is He who brought you into this world, and it is He who will take you out. Praise Him. Unto Him all praise is due. Do not associate anything in the earth beneath, or the sky above, or the waters beneath the earth with Him. Above all, He is exalted. None may compare with Him. It is He who is the decider of fate.
You don't
Whether
subject-
or not one
You're
will
reading me.
succeed
You're reading
is
me
entirely
your Islamic
up to
source.
Him.
You're
Give
reading me
praises
your
unto
Islamic
Him,
source. You're reading me your Islamic source.
for He alone
People who
is
follow
worthy of
people who are
praise.
people who are following a man like Muhammad. Those
hold
are the
on.
people.
No,
those
no,
are
no.
the source you're reading me.
It's
You're
not.
reading me an Islamic source,
It's not what I'm reading.
and it's contradicting itself.
No, it's not. How?
Associate nobody but him. That's
No,
that's
no, no.
Islam.
Associate. No. Praise Him. Unto Him is all
Don't
praise due.
associate
Do not
anybody.
associate anything in the
Yes.
earth beneath, or the sky above, or the waters
Yeah.
beneath the earth with Him.
Yes, you do. You Muslims do.
Okay. Above all, He is exalted. I don't.
You Muslims do.
But you definitely do.
You Muslims do associate.
Without a doubt, you do.
You Muslims
You
associate.
associate Jesus
No,
with Him.
You guys.
And there's
you
no
guys
question
you
about
guys
it.
associate Muhammad
because
with
Muhammad
Allah.
contradicts what the Bible itself teaches. So
Yes.
you cannot.
But
When good happens to you, do
No,
not
but-
say
but
it was
they-
my hands which have
But they
completed this
actually
marvelous task."
they associate
Rather say,
they associate Allah
Praise
with
be to the
Muhammad.
Lord. I don't
With
do
Muhammad.
that.
They associate
I don't,
Allah
because
with
Allah
Well,
is not
okay, but
the-
I don't.
he's
How-
not the
how
God
do you-
of the
how do you
Bible.
become
That
a
is
Muslim?
torture, okay?
It is
Muhammad
through
is
him.
not-
How
that
do you
all
become a
achievement-
Muslim?
Okay.
How do you become a Muslim?
I agree. It's a bit cultish. I agree. It is. It is. No. I agree.
Because
Without a doubt,
you
I
can
agree.
be a
Wait,
Muslim.
I'm a free thinker.
You can be a
One
Muslim.
first and
No, it
foremost.
is.
You can be
Yeah,
a Muslim
right?
without saying the Shahada. And saying the Shahada, you
Well,
have
that's
to
not true.
What's
That's
that?
not even true.
the saying
You can't be
Shahada.
accepted. You can't be
Shahada?
accepted
Yeah,
by the Muslims.
it's when they
can
say,
be a Muslim
I believe
without
there's
saying
no God but Allah and Muhammad is his
Yeah,
prophet.
you won't be accepted.
You cannot be a
You can always
Muslim
lie about
unless
it,
you
though.
say
You
the
can always-
Shahada.
you can always lie.
So they associate God and Muhammad.
Okay. Wait, is that an Arabic word, shahada?
Yeah, it's
It
it's
means like,
a saying
faith.
before you become
Praise of faith or something.
it's before you become a Muslim that you say that
I see.
Shahada.
It is He. Okay, it is He who allows you to breathe air and experience joy. Unto Him all praise is due. Give thanks unto Him often, and know that He is appreciative of your praises. Eat of the food and drink of the drink of the earth. However, do it so in moderation, and mind your health. For it is better for you to watch your diet.
It's a good advice. It's a good advice and all, but that doesn't have any. That has
does so.
You don't read.
Therefore,
you don't. He doesn't read Roman. Get this. He doesn't read Roman, but he's reading a writing written by a regular Muslim that is not a prophet.
Therefore,
this is written by someone who's not a prophet, but he's reading it and he believes it with all his heart.
So you see how? No, but you
Therefore,
but he doesn't follow the prophet Paul. He don't follow prophet Paul.
Therefore, eat not the fat of animals.
He doesn't follow prophet Paul. He doesn't follow prophet Peter.
Righteousness goes hand in hand with a healthy diet. Therefore, eat not of the swine, nor of snake, nor of any other animal that does not hold itself with dignity. Any animal that
But you can drink camel urine.
Any animal that feasts on the flesh shall not be considered holy. Thus is the path to a righteous diet. Cause not corruption within
Does that diet include
fearing no respite? Allah will certainly deliver you into the hands of your enemies. Rather fear Allah. Know that when you begin to act in a wicked demeanor,
does that not include camel urine?
Upon you.
Is that health includes drinking camel urine? Is it part of it? Huh?
Okay, Allah is swift in reckoning. By no means should
you think by swearing that makes you cool?
No, I'm glad.
You think by swearing that makes you cool?
Glad. Thank you. You should continue doing that.
Why are you arguing with somebody on the sidewalk about your religious views? Like so lame. Keep it moving and think first.
Well, and you want to show what view do you want to share with us?
The first thing, like this country was founded on
genocide.
On
it's not found on genocide, my friend. Stop lying. Stop lying. I know the history, and I'm a person of color. Yes. No, it's not built on genocide. You're lying. It's not built on genocide. Well, you're living in a country built by genocide. She's living in a country founded by genocide. Why don't you move out? Why don't you move out? Why don't you move out?
Are you original to this land?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I follow the one who created this land.
Okay.
Yes, I worship the one who created this land. So I am original.
Cool.
Yeah.
Your argument over there. I like your orange shirt. Thanks for the representation.
It's not a representation. It's exchange. It's our money. He's not wearing it for.
No, it is actually slightly.
Huh?
Slightly.
No, the orange shirt he's talking about is the native orange shirt.
I know what she's talking about.
Okay. So, anyways, I just want to.
You shouldn't harass people, eh? You shouldn't harass people.
Well, she has the right. She has the right to do.
By the way, so please delete that.
Public space, honey. Uploading it for the mass.
My friend, for your information, my friends. My friend, for your information, this land is found under Judeo-Christian principles. And just because some people who are seeking power did something that I will not support, just because of that, some people write off everything, throw out the baby with the bathwater, because they think that their morals are better. Even though before the white man showed up here, some people were scalping each other, killing each other. The white man did not cause any of those things. The hearts of human beings are wicked. Whether you're a native, whether you're black, whether you're white, the Bible said you're a sinner, your hearts are wicked. Your hearts, the Bible said, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. All means all. Both white, black, Asians, indigenous, all have sinned. The Bible said that the wages of sin is death, But the gift of God is everlasting life.
And anybody
The
who is
gift
of
of
the
God
word
is
of God
everlasting
dominion
life.
over all the earth.
Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father except through him. So my friend, Jesus does not like a white supremacist.
God got brought here.
Can I start it?
Yes,
You guys
Withhold
will
him
shut
from your
the
heart.
fuck up.
Jesus Christ,
Witnesses, what are you?
Jesus Christ hates everyone that does evil.
Christians, what are you?
Whether you are white,
I'm a man.
whether you are black, whether you are Hispanic, it doesn't matter. Jesus Christ
From God.
hates those who do
Where do you
evil.
come from? Who are you?
Those who do evil.
Good. You make me tremble.
But you shouldn't bow to me.
My friends,
So sacred.
you can be a white supremacist, you can be a black supremacist, you can be an indigenous supremacist. It doesn't matter. You can be any. You can be a native. You can be a native supremacist.
I am a native supremacist.
Okay, no different from white supremacists.
And that's just going to get you right back
And
in the hole. Anyway.
where does that end us? Where does that end us?
All right, here. I'm out of here. I have to eat dinner.
My friend, turn to Jesus Christ.
I'll talk to you some other time.
Turn to Jesus Christ, my friend. You may die tonight. You don't know that.
Hey, you know what? With all
You don't know
with all
that.
This, with all
Ask yourself, do this what many Muslims do? Some Muslims in Iran,
I pity you guys.
they come to, they actually,
Look at you.
You're
Go away,
They-
fatty.
they're-
Stop.
Christ is so good to
They-
you. I'm so fat. I thought you were a man of God. You're calling me fat.
Yeah, you're obese.
I'm obese. You're calling me.
That's gluttonous.
I'm gluttonous. What are you?
Yeah.
What are you?
Not gluttonous.
What are you? You're a little porn addict, little pervert, hiding in
Me?
the closet. Look at you, you little pervert.
you just hit him. That's an assault.
Sue
You
me,
know that.
bitch. I'm not
That's okay. I
selfish.
don't mind.
Oh, wow. You're so manly.
I'll let God handle her.
Anyway, my friend, I want to tell you the truth. This is, do what every Muslim do. Tell, like people in Iraq, in Iran, everywhere, Muslim world, go on your knees, ask God, the true God, and ask Him if Jesus Christ is His Son, and to show you, to show you that Jesus Christ is His Son. I have some Muslims that pray that prayer, and Jesus shows up. In Muslim testimonies all over the world, they've never met.
Respect you.
They've never met. They've never met any.
Both of you.
They never met
And
bunch
your
of
friend over
Christians.
there,
They never met
Dean,
bunch of
right?
Christians.
Dean.
They never met bunch of Christians. They just pray and ask God, please show me if Jesus is your Son, if Jesus is the way to you. Show me. And God did answer their prayer. If you sincerely ask God to pray that prayer and sincerely ask God, God will show you.
Yeah.
I believe that with all my heart. So I don't want you to die in your sins. We don't hate Muslims. We love Muslims.
Listen,
We don't hate
Jesus paid the
anybody.
sin debt in full.
I don't want to.
He did. Jesus Christ, and he's
I read the
God
book
is
every
offering-
day.
Hey,
Every day.
Which
amen,
book?
Amen. This book. Okay, but God is offering a way out through a gift, right? Why do you don't have to earn it, work for it? It's a
So you, after reading the gospel, and you still conclude that Jesus is not the Son of God. I have a problem with that. Believing that I have a problem
You
believing.
have to analyze it.
See,
very
Muhammad,
I have
see,
to
God-
believe.
God-
Problem believing
What?
that.
Hey, Allah didn't leave heaven to die on the cross.
Anyway,
but Jesus Christ did.